Welcome back to another episode of In the Corner with Isaac and Cody.
And Cody and Isaac.
There you go, that's a bit better. We have a special guest today, our man BOPO. Welcome, bro.
BOPO Joseph.
Thanks for coming in.
Dude?
I didn't get the memo that we were wearing t-shirts, but
Me
neither
neither,
did BOPO, so
I would have brought you one.
it's all right.
I bought mine. You make him pay for it, dude.
Oh.
So yeah, support the cause.
I beat him up.
Yeah, I don't want to get beat up and have to pay for shit.
How many punches do I need to take?
The least I could do. It's a kick. I kicked him in the face. Bro.
Yeah, he taught me too.
All right, I'll pay for it. I'm good. I'm not very tough.
Man. Yeah. Thanks for coming on the show,
No,
bro.
of course, bro. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
BOPO Ultimate Fighter winner last year.
Last year, yeah.
Last year.
Last season 33.
On his second stint in the UFC, just had an amazing finish. How did you finish him? Because I forgot. Because you had him in like 4 different submissions before you ended up finishing him.
This was a guillotine finish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you went Kimura, right?
Yep.
And then you stepped over and went Crucifix.
Mm-hmm.
And then how'd you get to the guillotine from there? I watched it like 10 times, dude.
He rolled into me, and I was able to catch the head and the arm in, and was able to lock up guard and just finished it, squeezed it.
It was pretty awesome.
Knew I had it.
Yeah. It was like a flawless victory. Like if Mortal Kombat was jiu-jitsu, that's what it looked like.
Yeah, no, there was, the game plan going in, obviously was to just finish the fight, but my son, Danilo, the oldest, he's 9 years old now, but at the time he was like, hey, I really want you to like elbow him and make him bleed. And so like, he wanted that in the Ultimate Fighter. He told me, he's like, hey, when the episode comes out, I want the guys to be bloody. And I was like, okay, like, cool. Nobody was bloody.
How old is your son?
He's 9.
This is a 9-year-old. Wanted to see some grown men bleed.
And then so, like, we go into the next fight, the Ultimate Fighter finale, and he's like, hey, I want you to elbow him, like, make his nose bleed or something. Wasn't bleeding. And so the last fight that I just had in November, I go in and I'm like, all right, I got him on the ground. I'm going to go for this crucifix. I'm going to start throwing elbows. And that was my plan, was just to kind of like get on top and like, you know, make him bleed.
Yeah,
Maybe just finish him with elbows, like from the crucifix. But he turned in. He didn't give me the read that I wanted, and but I had to finish the fight.
You did land an elbow in that crucifix, right?
Yeah.
He just...
Yeah. So then what the game plan was, or like from where I was thinking in the breakdown, was from that back crucifix position was I was gonna let him pop his head out so I could slide up on top.
And go to mount.
And go to side mount, and now his arm's pinned, and now I have his arm trapped on both sides, and I can just elbow his head, kind of like a Ryan Loader finish. And yeah, but it didn't happen.
But he wanted to be choked.
He wanted to be choked and turned in, and thought he had the escape.
I guess we'll take it.
Yeah. So, but it was cool.
So we had a lot of questions. We went on to Instagram and asked some people about some questions on what to talk about. The big one that came up was, how's your hand?
Hand is doing better. Doing better, yeah. I went to see the doctor a couple days ago, and they said that the bone is healing good. It's pretty much fully healed. They want me to get back to full strength in my hand before I start doing any full training or drilling. I'm allowed to hit the bag, not at 100% full force, just kind of more so for like a workout. Still no mitts, still no sparring, still no drilling jiu-jitsu. So just kind of taking it.
What do you do with yourself?
I can't even play video games because it hurts. Yeah, it gets too achy. I haven't played video games.
I guess you just have to be a
getting good with his left hand. Getting good with his left hand, I can guarantee that.
But yeah, so they did tell me that finger strength is normal, and like my grip strength on this right hand is like way weaker than my left hand. So just that's kind of like the goal before I could start punching, is to get it back to full strength, and then hopefully come back in September or August is what it's looking like.
UFC just needs to bring in steroids so we can just
Well, we don't need steroids. I actually brought my milk today for BOPO. It's a special milk that will grow his bones super fast. So
this milk's better.
Is it because they gave the bull steroids?
Yeah, Tren.
Tren?
Yeah, the bulls get Tren, so goes directly to you.
That's
Talking
not
about
cow milk, right? That's bull milk for sure.
That's right.
So talking about Ultimate Fighter, How was that, like, behind scenes? Just shit that people didn't get to see on TV. What was it like?
I really wish they would have added more behind the scenes, like home footage, or not, like when we were at the house. My team was really cool. We were able to kind of like really bond and like hang out, and there was it was a lot of fun. I wish they would have showed a little bit more of like how Chael was with us. He was an awesome coach, like really, really awesome coach. He let us kind of just be ourselves while we were on the show in terms of like fight style and like training wise. He would give his input, but he wouldn't force his input on us. Like there was just like a lot of options. Like, hey, where do you feel? He would communicate a lot. Where do you feel like you need to work on? Do you need to work on your striking? Do you need to work on your ground game? What's the game plan? Like, and just kind of see where our heads were at, and then kind of give his perspective and his coach's perspective on like what we needed to do to win, which I thought was really cool.
That's pretty smart because you guys don't have a whole lot of time to be able to like really game plan too much.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and I also like to, at the end of every practice, we had 2 practices a day, for 2 hours each. One in like around noon, and then we'd have another one in the afternoon at like 6. And he would always say one nice thing about every single person after practice.
That's cool.
Hey, I like the way you did this in practice.
Wow.
I like the way you did that in practice. And he would tell every single person.
Was this to the group?
To the group.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
we'd be in the group ready to break out, and he would talk about you, talk about the next person, talk about the next person, talk about the next person.
That's pretty awesome.
Everything great that they did, everything good that they're doing now, which I thought would have been really good to have in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great coach to be able to watch everyone, analyze it, and then talk about their.
Yeah. And then a lot of behind the scenes footage too. The first episode was my episode, but they didn't really show like any of the lead up going into the fights or anything like that, or the strategy and like how we picked the fights and everything. I wish they did. It would have made the fight look a little bit more sense. Right. I mean, they kind of teased it a little bit, like when I said I don't know why he was the first pick and kind of things like that. Like DC, there was a point when we were doing the evaluation where he was like, hey man, I really like what you're doing. Like, where are you from? And I was like, oh, I'm from Sacramento. And he goes, I could tell, like, you train with Uriah, like, your wrestling's really good. And then they show in the episode, he's like, yeah, I wasn't really impressed with any of these guys wrestling. And I was like, yeah, like, it didn't make any sense to me. So, like, there was a lot of the cut scenes where I wish they would have kind of built up upon that. DC, after the show, was like, yeah, I really wanted to pick you, but my coach just said, no, we need to pick this guy.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask you, if he ever talked to you afterwards.
No, he did say he wanted to pick me.
Okay. As soon as that episode came out, I was like, big mistake, DC.
Yeah.
Big mistake.
And DC talked a lot of shit. He talked a lot of shit. He's a big smack talker.
Yeah.
And they didn't show hardly any of that on the show. Which was
rad.
Really kind of like, it would have made the fight make more sense.
Right.
Why I was screaming on top of Chapolin after I finished him. Honestly, it was no disrespect to Chapolin. It was more so like towards the team and the coaches, because
right.
They're talking hella
we
shit.
were backstage getting ready to walk out, about to weigh in, and they were just saying, as soon as they start walking in through like the lineup, they're like, ooh, I'm and they're like chanting it, and then Chapolin had this little hammer from the show, and they're like hitting it, and it squeaks. It's like,
that's his thing. He has his little hammer,
bro. And it was just like, when you're cutting weight, you're like, you're pissed off, and
that shit.
But one of the things that really got under my skin was DC was like, yeah, Chapolin, you're not gonna be able to take Chapolin down. He's like, you're not a high level wrestler like how my guys. He brought his guys in from Gilroy to get ready for states. So he was like, Chapolin's been wrestling with them while cutting weight. He's like sucked up, and none of the guys were able to take him down. These are some of the best kids in the country. Well, you're never gonna be able to take them down. And I was just kind of like thinking in my head, I'm like, bro, like if I clip him with one punch, I'm dropping him. And I was like, and if I take him down, he's getting put out. And that's what happened.
Yep.
But yeah, so most of the emotion from that was towards the whole team, not just the Chapolin. So,
but mostly DC.
Mostly DC. Then there was a part of the episode too. I walked over to DC and I told him, I said, you like that shit? And they were all laughing. I was like, but I was pretty just kind of pissed off and upset. Like, I thought I was the best fighter there, and I was.
Yeah.
That's why I won the show. And so I was kind of had that chip on my shoulder the whole time where how come you guys didn't pick me first?
Right.
And I was the underdog in every single fight
Good.
leading up into the finale.
It's great to
So-
prove people wrong.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
That's
so no,
nice.
it was cool.
While we're on the topic of fighting, while you're out, is there anyone like that you in your division who you'd want to fight next?
Yeah. I want to
who you
fight.
got?
I would love to fight Steve Verseg. I think that's just a great matchup
come
in
on,
general. Sorry.
That's my guy. Nah.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Aussie.
up.
No, I
That'd be
think
a good name to beat.
I mean, I've watched him in the division. He's a great fighter. He's very well rounded, and I feel like, you know, in terms of MMA, I think that's a great matchup for me, and for him, honestly. Like, I think it'd just be a fun fight to
Both-
watch for the
Both
fans.
have pretty good ground.
Yeah.
Arguably, I think you're the better fighter, but
I'd love to fight Brennan Moreno. I know he's kind of on a skid right now, but I think just his name and what he's done with the sport, and he's a really cool guy. I've met him before, you know, and so I think that's just a fun fight. That's kind of like, for me, would be like a Diego Sanchez, Gilbert Melendez type of fight,
Right.
where we're just gonna go out there, nobody's gonna quit, and we're just gonna, you know, go out there and bang it out.
Exciting ass
You
fights,
know.
man.
I'd want to see that one.
Yeah.
You and Brandon right now.
So I mean, the things that excite me about the sport, are for me, like, I think, you know, that's a fun fight, and like, it's good for the fans, and it kind of puts me at a level where I could start fighting those ranked guys.
Right.
So I want to fight those fights where I'm scared to fight the guys, like the guys that are tough, like the Pantoja fights, the Tetsuro fights, the Horiguchi fights. Like, those fights excite me and motivate me, because it's like, as a fan, those guys are scary in the
Right.
division. As a competitor, it like motivates me to get better every time I'm in practice or every time I'm in the gym. Like, those are the guys I want to fight and prove myself.
They
You
can
know,
beat these
they're
guys,
gonna
like-
keep me up at night,
Yeah.
so I better fucking be on my, you know, on my shit.
I feel that.
So
that for
that's
sure.
as a competitor, those are the guys that I'd like to fight.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Who would you think would be who's the easiest fight in your division? Who would be like the hardest fight in the division? for
Ooh,
you?
I feel like Horiguchi would be the hardest fight. I feel like a lot of people are kind of like,
I don't even know who this guy is.
you know, you don't
No,
know.
dude.
I think his name's Kiyoshi Horiguchi. I think that's who it is, if I'm not mistaken.
Pull him up.
Japanese dude. What's
Pull
his
him
name?
up, Aaron.
Yeah, pull him up. Right
Right
here, clip
Right
him,
there.
clip him right here. No, he fought Demetrius back in the day. This is his second stint in the UFC.
I know
he
you're
just
talking about.
He just beat
is,
the Russian
yes.
Russian
Hanazuki?
dude.
Yeah, I know you're talking
Is
about.
it? Is
now.
that what his name is? Is that Horiguchi?
This guy is a beast.
No, it's not him.
Ding ding
Kiyoshi.
ding 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 ding.
MMA.
While we're having
Yeah.
a quick break, make sure you guys go like, comment,
No.
share the episode. If you're not watching, fuck you. Why aren't you watching? Clip that. I'll post that on Instagram.
Give away
Yeah,
with
dude.
words.
Is that his name?
Huh?
Is it
Give away with
Horiguchi?
words.
Thanks.
We got these new hats.
We do have these new hats.
First mate.
I
Isaac
am
said
the
because
captain now.
He told me that I'm his first mate, and he gave me a kiss on the cheek. when he
Yeah.
gave me this.
Did.
Kyoji Horiguchi. That guy.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
you're
there we
talking
go.
about.
Okay.
Bro.
I'm better with faces. You say
Yeah,
names
yeah.
to me, I'm not gonna know who this guy is.
36
No.
and
The
5.
guy is a beast.
Yeah, this
Holy
guy.
God.
I think this guy is like.
You think
the
he
goat.
beats Pantoja?
Yes, I think he beats Pantoja. He trains with Pantoja. They train at American Top Team. Yeah.
What about easiest fight?
Easiest fight. Easiest fight.
That's a hard question.
That is a really
everyone's
hard
fucking
question.
killing
Everybody,
in the UFC, right?
Everyone's
especially in
really
flyweight.
good, but also like you're not looking for easy fights. You're looking for
No.
what gets you to the next
Easy
level.
money, baby.
At flyweight. Who
I don't
is
even
it?
know.
Who's
I
in
got-
the
we got
fight?
another.
Ooh, I got one. Saturn. Terrence
Oh,
Saturn.
yeah,
I think that's an
that'd be
easy
good.
fight. I think
Yeah,
he's
an
a-
A1 combat.
Yeah, I think he's the
that's-
least, but I think
yes,
he's the
okay.
least experienced in the
Yep.
division. It's not that like he's the easiest guy to beat. I just think he's the least experienced guy
Right.
in the
Experience
division.
is a lot. That
Yeah,
does a
it
lot.
plays a huge factor. So.
I thought you were gonna say you'd bump up to 170 and fight Jacoby Smith.
I don't even know who that
That's
is.
me. That's the guy I'm
Isaac
gonna
wants him.
fight.
Jacoby Smith.
Jacoby, I want
We're
you.
previn for you.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
fuck you. I'm gonna fuck you up. You're gonna get these hands, boy.
No, experience is a big thing. So that leads into the next question: is the crowd wanted to know how is it being young in the UFC? This is your second stint in the UFC. How old were you in the first?
21.
I was 22.
22.
I was 22 when I got
I
signed.
did my research. I was pretty close on that.
So how did you how is the pressure different when you're that young and inexperienced versus now?
I think for me, I was 22. I had just had my oldest, so he was like 3 months old when I went to Mexico City and made my debut.
Wow.
So I think at that time, you know, having trained for a long time, I kind of felt like, yes, I deserved to be there, but it was like entitled to me. Like, if that makes any sense. Like, I felt like I was supposed to be there.
Right.
I deserved to be there. Now that I'm here, I don't deserve to leave. I've earned my spot. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Thinking that I was kind of like untouchable at the time.
Right.
I was 9-0, you know, and then I fight freaking Davison Figueiredo, and he's a fucking it ends up being a monster.
Right.
I fight him in his hometown. I think he was ranked like 13 or 14 at the time.
Right. Yeah,
And
9 years ago, we didn't know.
Yeah, no idea.
Yeah.
And so in my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, like I don't care what anybody says. I'm the best in the
Right.
division. You know, there was no like, oh yeah, we're gonna build your way up, and you know, nobody was like, yeah, you need to take smart fights and like work your way in, and now it's just kind of like, well, I do believe that I'm the best in the world, but I have to work it. You know what I mean? You can't just assume that you're the best, not train like it, not do the habits like it.
Right.
Rent is due every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Exactly. And so, like, as a young guy, I think just feeling like, oh yeah, well, I've been training this long, I'm the best. Like, I'm supposed to be in the UFC, and then you're not in the UFC, and it's like, oh, what am I supposed to do now? Like,
right.
You know. And so the second stint, it just kind of feels like I'm grateful to be here. I don't want to leave this place, and I know like time is limited.
Right.
You know, it's not like even if I continue to win, I'm 32. I'm gonna be 32 years old this year. You know, and 38 comes around the corner. That's fast, you know.
Yeah.
And 38, 40, like I don't know if I'm gonna be fighting at like 40 years old and 38 years old. So the time is kind of limited, and I want to make the most out of that time and just make sure that I'm taking care of my body in the best way and taking care of my skills and working hard like an experienced fighter. Like if I want to be a champion, I better start training and acting like a champion now instead of like, oh yeah, I'm just this kid, like I deserve to be here.
Yeah.
You know?
So being grateful instead of entitled
Yes.
is definitely like a big change in championship mentality.
100%. For me, that was like a big key factor. And even going on to the show, like one of the big motivations for me was like all of the guys I fought, 2 of them are in the UFC now. You know? And for me, it was like, if I lose, my career's over in UFC. They're never going to want to re-sign me. They're not going to want to sign a 30-year-old that's been in the UFC before.
Right.
Like, I wasn't even supposed to be on the show.
Right.
They didn't, you know. So I think just kind of like the way it worked out for me, it was just like, it was a huge motivation, especially going into the finale. It was just like, I worked my fucking ass off. I know my skills are way better. I'm not losing that fight. And if I do lose this fight, then that's it. And so that kind of kept me motivated throughout the camp of like, you know, this is my chance to get back in, and I'm not going to let this guy who's standing in front of me take it away from me.
Do you find that pressure helps you, or are you a high pressure athlete? Because that's a lot of pressure. Like, hey, if I don't do this, my career's over.
So I heard this quote. So I watch football a lot.
Yeah.
John Gruden is former coach.
He's a Raiders fan.
Raider fan.
So they know they're not very good at winning.
Yeah, Raiders. Okay, but John Gruden had this quote. He was talking to some of his players. He was doing the College Bowl, the Senior Bowl.
Okay.
And he was talking to some of the players in the huddle. He goes, "Hey," he said, "You ever felt pressure before?" He's telling the guys, and the guys are like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I felt pressure before." He said, "I need you to win this game for me." He said, "If we lose this game, I'm fired. My wife is gonna leave me. She's gonna take the kids, because I don't have a job and I don't have money to take care of them." He said, "You feel pressure like that before?" He said, "We don't feel pressure, we apply pressure." He said, "You know what I mean?" So for me, that's a big thing. It's like if I feel pressure and I put that pressure on myself to do good, I have to be able to go apply that, not to just, you know, my work, but to my opponents. Like,
Right.
I want my opponents to feel the pressure that I carry to be a champion.
Yeah.
And to kind of,
Yeah, you're letting it flow through you.
Yeah.
I like that.
I mean,
That's
for
cool.
me, I think one of the biggest things that motivates me as a fighter is like my team, my coaches, my partners. I've been with the same team for my whole life.
I think you're the longest standing Team Alpha Male member that's active currently.
Yeah, and
you were how old when you started with Uriah?
Well, I met Uriah when I was 9, and he opened his gym up. I think I was 10, going on 11.
Yeah.
And
I met him at the same time
Yeah.
when he was wrestling in college. That's interesting, but I was, not doing jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, so when he opened up his gym, Dustin was the kids class instructor at the jiu-jitsu school I was training at. He had communicated to my dad that Uriah was opening up an MMA gym, and that's what I wanted to do, was MMA. So we left with Dustin to Uriah's gym, and out of 3 kids in the kids class, I was one of them. I was one of the first 3 kids there. Like I remember, yeah,
Holy.
yeah, I remember they absolved the kids class because there was no kids training.
Yeah.
So I had to go into the adult class because no kids
Right.
were showing up for the
Oh,
MMA.
wow.
There was just
Get
nothing.
fucked up by adults.
There was just no fan. Yeah.
So basically,
Yeah,
how old
pretty much.
Danilo is now, how old your son is now,
Exactly.
is when you started this whole MMA journey.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
And so I think about that when I'm training, when I go into my fights. Like, I want to be a champion and make sure that all of that time is worth it for not just my teammates, but for coaches and my family and, everything that goes into the sport. And just kind of having that attitude of like, yeah, like I was that little kid and everybody put all this time into me. Like, I want to make that time worth it. Like, I want to be a champion in the UFC and be able to bring that belt back and have it there at that gym forever.
Yeah.
You know what I
It's
mean?
bigger than just you.
Yes. Because, we had guys like TJ win a belt.
Yeah.
That was awesome for the gym.
Yeah.
But he left the team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Guys like Cody win the
Right.
belt. Same thing,
Yeah,
leave the
that's
team.
the
Like,
thing,
and for me, I don't ever want that to be a part of my legacy of, like, hey, I'm going to get the belt and I'm going to leave the team.
Right.
Like, no, I want to get the belt and it's the team's belt. It's not my belt. Here you go, leave it, and this is the legacy of the gym. Like, that
Absolutely.
for me, that pressure is what kind of motivates me, and I want to apply that into every fight.
I love that.
So
Gives me chills.
and just for me, like I coach there, I coach kids. Like, I want to be able to inspire those kids into, give it back. You know, of everything. Like, I've had such an amazing help and support system, like with the team and just coaches and sponsors and everything. So I just want to make sure that it goes to the right place.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, the Sac State Combat U Jiu-Jitsu team, who BOPO coaches, just won their 2nd national title this year.
Would you like some milk?
No, I'm okay. I don't like chocolate milk.
What?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of chocolate milk.
Really?
No, I don't like chocolate. I'm not
It's
chocolate
like a
ice
big
cream.
Aztec thing.
Chocolate ice cream is not like a big thing for me.
Huh.
Aztec or Mayans? Sorry,
Aztec.
question.
Aztec.
That was my question.
Aztec.
Yes.
Yeah, just to move on real quickly, BOPO is very interested in like history, but specifically like Latin American history.
Yeah.
He's got
Tattoo,
awesome tattoos, and so I was watching him. He was like on the bike. We were like on the bike just to getting a light workout in, and he's like watching this YouTube video about Aztecs,
It was Aztecs,
about Aztec
yeah.
culture. I don't know. It's just very interesting. What got you into that?
I think my dad was kind of like obsessed with it for a little bit, but I just like hearing about the culture of like the people descendants of Mexico and just kind of like how that spread throughout the Americas. But yeah, I think it's just like it's a part of like the history and the things that you don't learn in school. Obviously.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. There's a lot of stuff that is not necessarily accurate to what we learn, or even just left out totally, right?
Yeah, 100%. So like I like learning about different things and different stories and kind of like how it correlates and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But,
MMA fighters can be smart.
yeah,
We got one here.
they can be. They
One.
can be.
Yeah, one.
But to answer your question, for me it would be Aztecs over Mayans. I feel like the Mayans played a huge part of history of like studying the astrology and the stars and stuff like that. But for me, I like the fact that the Aztecs were, before they were an empire, they were mercenaries. They would be hired to go take out other tribes or other leaders of rival tribes for other people. And they ended up taking, I can't remember what the name of the book was. Andre sent it to me. Andre Feely sent it to me. And there was a story about how it was like the Godfather. Like there was this guy who was like his family and his grandsons and his sons. They all took over like this. They all got hired to go take out this leader, and they ended up becoming the Aztec Empire. And like it was like it ended up starting the Aztec Empire.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but it was a pretty cool story. So, yeah, that's why I would pick it, because they were the mercenaries. They were the killers.
They were the warriors.
They were the warriors. They would go in, kill these guys, come back, take the money, and they'd be taken care of. So like that's why I would pick them. Yeah.
Love it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So that's my choice.
We have a lot of questions for you. And,
Sick.
Well, I want the next one. Someone asked, "Do you perennial sun?"
What is that?
You've never perennial sun before?
No.
Oh, Isaac has a story.
I don't even know what that is.
Well, the perineum is the skin. Right,
Is it the
in your
butthole in the
gooch,
sun?
Your gooch,
Is the
yeah.
butthole sun?
Yes.
No.
So Cody actually does this.
No. Tell your story. Tell your story first of all.
So I remember one time I came over to Cody's house and he was just in the backyard fucking sunning it out. But
That's why I was late today.
Yep.
Solar noon right now, dude. This guy plans it during solar noon.
I don't think I planned this one today, but anyway, I've tried this out before.
Before he met me.
Before I met this guy, my roommates at the time told me about it, and I was living in Midtown, and my bed was right next to my window, and the sun would just beam in, so it was the perfect spot to just kick your legs up and try it out, dude. That shit feels
Bro,
good.
I've never heard of this shit in my life. This is some white people
You're missing
shit
out
for
on
sure.
it.
Bro, my butthole's brown enough, bro. I don't need to tan it.
My pussy pink, my booty hole brown.
I think he's trying to bleach his hair. I think that's what's
This is
going
some
on.
white people shit for sure. 100%.
You're missing out, that's what we're saying.
We're just trying to get our melanin up, dude.
It feels good as fuck.
Nope, never.
Nah,
Not
It
me.
tickles a little bit.
I haven't done it since, but I don't
Not me,
I
this
have a
is-
place to do it.
No, never.
Well, if you ever want to try it out, Cody's house is open. They have a great spot, great backyard, perennial sun.
We do.
Actually, I think he might be selling memberships to go over there.
Yeah, it's $5 an hour. That's it. You just have to talk to me.
I might do it next to you.
Brown eye contact.
I don't want to drink this now.
Oh, no. I can't believe that's a real thing. That's crazy. I've never heard of that ever in my life.
Really?
No, never.
I'll have to send you some Instagram
Being in
videos.
California too, like I was like 18 when I heard about this.
This is crazy.
Me
They were
and
just fucking with you, bro.
Mm-mm.
They had to be.
No.
You know how like
because I caught him.
This sounds like a thing that somebody told a white person just to fuck with them, and that they ran and like took it.
no, this is like a super old like they call it
100%.
heliotherapy.
The
sun therapy.
Aztecs actually did
The
this.
Aztec- is that what the pyramids were for?
Yes. Get
They
you
went
closer
up
to
on
the
the top
sun.
of the pyramid, dude. Legs up.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Do we have any more questions for BOPO?
Did you ask him about pressure and being young?
Yep.
Did I miss
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, you
Okay,
missed it.
my mind went somewhere else. That was a long.
He was already on perennial sunning.
I was trying to see when I could chime in this perennial sunning thing, you know. But going on an experience, right? You actually helped me out a lot making my first walkout into the UFC.
Mhm.
Right before I had my fight, you told me just treat it like any other fight, and that was a big one for me. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, of
'cause
course.
Made it so much easier just going in with that mindset with the walkout, and it's like when it goes under the pressure, didn't really give you that much pressure being young in the UFC.
Mhm.
Just treating it like any other fight, because really it is. Just,
Yeah.
it's the UFC name that's big, but
Mhm.
you know it's no different to fucking walking out at A1.
Yeah, and I think as well, like for me, treating it like any other fight, it kind of like passes that pressure on to the other guy, right? Like how we were talking. So, but like having the experience, like, hey, this is what you dreamed of. Like, how did you imagine that it was gonna be like when you walked out? you know, the emotions. Like, are you gonna be excited? Are you gonna be like happy?
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna be locked in? Like, how are those emotions gonna feel?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm the type of fighter to not be emotional when I'm in there, right? So like for me, I want to get all of the emotions out before I even walk out.
Yeah.
So then when you're walking out, it's just an enjoyment and a process of the fight, instead of like, oh man, I'm hella nervous. Like, oh man, I don't know what to do. Like I'm overthinking, and you know, so just having it be the process of it. And
the walkout's the funnest part.
Exactly,
Besides
the walkout's the funnest part. The walkout is one of the funnest parts ever.
The feelings and like especially when you get a crowd going. You get a good crowd, man, that hypes me the fuck up.
Yeah, I've never had, so like I have a favorite walkout ever of all time, and it wasn't even like right when the fight was gonna happen. So before COVID, it was just awesome to be in the UFC. They would allow you to go walk and check out the cage and see how it felt and move, and so, you know, just like get an experience. So as I was walking out, they used to play, I remember in the UFC, right? I don't know if you were an old school UFC watcher, like back in the day when GSP and all that.
I was a little young.
You know, a little young, but they used to have the opening intro, and they would be like the hard guitar riff. It was like, right? Like the intro music that you would watch the pay-per-view. I forgot what the song was called. It was like Into Pieces or something like that. Like, you remember those?
Yeah, I remember it.
And like it was the same intro every time, and they would show like the highlights of the guys, and then the guy's name would pop up, and then be the guy standing like this, and like every single fight, it was the same thing on the pay-per-view. It was just sick. I used to have it like on my MySpace profile, and so like I go to walk out, and they're testing the music, and so I hear the music, and as I'm walking out to the cage, it was like it all hit me, like everything, like every single emotion hit me, and I just remember like looking around and like seeing the names, like they were testing for Yair Rodriguez, and no, it wasn't Yair, it was Moreno and Pettis. And so I could see their names, and like, you know, the red lines and everything, like the lights, everything was going on. But for me in that moment, it felt like my walkout, and I started crying, like oh my God, like how am I here right now? Like, I'm not here as a fan watching this. Like, I'm here to fight on this card, and I'm hearing this music, and it just like triggered something in me. Like, oh man, I'm winning this fight, you know? And so I get in the cage, I fill it out, and as soon as I get in the cage, I was like, I'm winning this fight. Like, that's it. Like, it's over. And so like my actual walkout, zero emotion. Zero nervousness, zero, like it just everything got out. And so like I try to do that before every fight, and kind of just clear my mind and just be locked in, kind of like that SpongeBob episode where does the fine dining and breathing. You ever seen that episode?
I'm sure
SpongeBob?
I have.
Yeah, where they do the fancy restaurant, Squidward, and he's like, oh, I just want you to be, he's like, I want you to be a waiter. He's like, you just need to be fine dining and breathing. And it's like doing the walkout is like fighting. It's just fighting and breathing. That's it. Like, there's nothing, no other emotion, you know? So like the come down after that is pretty crazy, but everything else is fun.
Come down after a fight is nuts.
Yeah,
I
man.
can't sleep. I mean, we fought in Fresno one time, and we drove up that same night. We got home like 3 a.m. I didn't go to bed till 5 a.m. Like, I'm always up super late.
The adrenaline dump is insane. Like, even when you win, you feel that dump for like 3 or 4 days afterwards, where you're just like, I don't feel good. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't fight, but as a coach, man, I can't sleep, win or lose. Whoever I'm coaching, win or lose, it's like I'm not sleeping much that night. I'm way too.
We still feel that energy. Like, coaching, being out there in the corners, honestly, is harder than fight. Like, emotion-wise.
I was more nervous for your fight than you were. You were smiling. You felt great. You're like, I feel great. And I'm like, I was dying inside.
Like, it's the helplessness. It's the helplessness for sure.
It is.
I mean, to go back to winning the national championship with the Sac State guys, like, we just won our second title, and the night before I was just like, man, like, I feel helpless. Like, I'm thinking about what's gonna happen, what's going on. Like, you know, you work so much with these guys, and you know, you get to know how they move and how they behave, and so it's like you really want them to win, and you go in and you're just like helpless. So I mean, for me, I was just kind of mentally preparing to argue with the referees the whole night, but you know, that's just like how I am. And so, it is a helpless feeling. Like, you're in control, but you're not. Like, you're in control of, like, how you feel, but you're not in control of how your fighter feels or what they're going through. You could kind of
You can do very little.
Yes.
I think what's the worst thing with that is if your guy's not listening.
Yeah.
If you're out there trying to coach, tell them these things, and the guy's just not even listening.
You know, honestly, though, I feel less bad when they don't listen. Like, because I'm like, well, I mean,
Well, then it's out of your hands, right?
It's
That's your own fault.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you pour a lot of time into this guy, you have all these things set up, and you go out there and you just, everything goes out of the fucking, you know, doesn't do anything with what we spoke about. It's quite frustrating.
Yeah,
I,
for sure.
I like when they listen, but it also, for me, it's like I have to be on my fucking sharpest game, because if I call something out and my guy fucks up, it's like,
it's all on you.
It's on me, like, for sure.
Yep.
It's a tough gig. It's a tough gig being in the corner.
Yep.
But it is nice when you have your guys that, like, they'll look at you and you're like, oh, just do this, and they're like, they let them go, or like they do everything like exactly how you say, and it's like, oh, bro,
you feel it like you're fighting. That's I mean, I know I'm not, but like I feel like I am.
Yeah.
I call body kick and Slava hits a body kick, gets him right in the liver. I'm like, I felt like I kicked him. Like, I get that dopamine release. It's awesome.
Yeah, I like, you know, like I said, you said it's hard, like, when they don't listen, and it's like, man, like, it's hard when they don't listen. And then we do a lot of, I did film breakdown for my students, like, in class, where, you know, teaching them how to learn and, like, watch what they're doing, and just kind of getting a feel. I'm like, hey, like, what do you have written down here, like, in your notebook? I tell them, like, write your notebook, watch film, break it down. What do you think you could have done better at? And then when we break it down, here's what I saw, you know what I mean? And what you need to do, and what I think you need to do, you know? And then look at me in the corner screaming, hey, you need to do this, you need to do this. And you're not doing it. And then what happens? It leads to, like, a mistake. Right. And it's like, okay, like, sometimes guys will be doing, like, everything correctly, and, you know, like, just, they'll come back and I'm like, what's going on? And like, oh, well, I was doing this, and, you know, I'm not ready, and I just wasn't feeling it. And I'm like, okay, well, like, then that's, like, a different step that we need to take. Like, it's not, you're not locked in. You're thinking about some other.
Your preparation wasn't good enough.
Exactly. You're not trusting your skills, and you're not thinking about your mistake. You're not aware of, like, hey, I'm in there. I made a mistake here. What'd you mess up on? Oh, well, the guy is strong. Like, that's not, that doesn't really help me. Right. You know what I mean? And I need to be able to fix that and address that, like, as a coach, right? Because it's like, okay, well, like, how much strength and conditioning are you doing? Well, I'm not. Well, okay, well, then you need to be in strength and conditioning. Number 2, why are you thinking that in a match? You know what I mean? Like, that's already a flag that I have an excuse now. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, like, it's not a productive way.
Yeah,
like,
you're not problem solving, you're creating problems.
Yes, exactly. So, you know, it's hard as a coach and to coach that, but it is something that you can learn and you can teach, and, you know, but it's just, it takes time, you know?
MMA's hard, man. I don't know why the fuck people want to do this fucking thing.
Dude, I've been doing it most of my life.
Me too.
More than half my life, bro.
But you get like these like 25, 30-year-olds like, yeah, I want to jump in and do this. It's like, fuck, why? There's so many other.
Because I think I was thinking about this.
So many other things you can do.
After Slava's last fight, man, it's such a hard life. Yeah. It's so unforgiving, but people on the outside only see
the reward,
the good stuff. Yeah. You know, or at least if they only pay attention to the good stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you're not there when you put in all this work for however much time, cut 30 pounds in a week, and then lose, you know, a split decision.
I mean, they see the wins and the losses. They only give credit when you win. And it's just, it's like, oh, well, this guy sucks because he lost. And it's like, well, like, who's he fighting? Where are they fighting? What? You don't know. It's kind of like football, you know, like other sports. When you watch sports, you just see them playing the game.
Right.
You don't see their practices. You don't see their outside life.
Right.
You know, are they partying? Are they, you know, doing what they're supposed to? Are they going through a fucking breakup with their girlfriend? Are they, you know,
someone just died.
Somebody just passed away. Their dog, maybe their dog died like the night before the game. Like you don't see things like that, you know. Yeah. Maybe you were stepping off a fucking curb on the way to the stadium and you fucking your knee hurts. You know what I mean?
Sick?
Like,
kids are sick.
Fights. Yeah. Sometimes people fight sick fight week. I was sick.
Yeah.
Kelton went into a fight week. He just had shingles the week before.
That's
had
crazy.
To take the whole week off. He went to doctors on antibiotics. Still went and won. You just never know what the fuck's going on with people.
I tell people a lot. I try to use this example for my son too, because he showed up to a wrestling tournament. I was like, "Hey, dude, how you feeling?" He goes, "Well, I'm tired." And I said, "Well, why are you tired?" He was like, "Well, we woke up early." I said, "So did everybody else. Like every single wrestler here woke up early. Some of them woke up earlier than you. You know what I mean?" And so like, it's not I don't want to disregard his feelings. I want to like acknowledge his feelings and then be like, hey, like this is what you need to do to work past it, because like in a fight, when you show up, nobody gives a fuck about how you're feeling. Nobody cares if you have a bruised foot. Nobody cares if you have a hairline fracture.
Right.
Nobody cares if you break your hand in the first round.
Right.
Like your opponent doesn't care. Your boss doesn't care. You know what I mean? You have to still go out there and try to win that fight.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're fucking bleeding. It doesn't matter if your nose is broken. You have to be able to, you know, get past that pain and still try to perform and be victorious. Like, you know, it's a fight. And I think it's helped me along, and I try to use it, like I said, like with my son, because even if you don't fight in MMA, everything you do is a fight in life. Right. Like, you know what I mean? If we take away the electronics, the phones and everything, like, and we were just actual humans, like, in the world, like animals, like, you would have to fight every day to survive to get to the next day, you know? Some days might be easier, some days might not be.
And some fights are mental. And I think, you know, if you're sick, like, I know you guys have done it too, but good martial artists, it doesn't really matter if they're sick.
Yeah.
You know, their mind is stronger than that. You know, it really doesn't matter. If you, like, I mean, it doesn't really matter how you feel. Your mind can overcome that. Uriah broke both of his hands in a fight, right? Was using his elbows. I mean, it's just, you hear it over and over again. It's easier said than done, for sure. But it's definitely possible to overcome all those things mentally. And win whatever, you know, whatever sport you're doing.
No, I mean, I woke up, I had fever the same day of the fight, and I'm like, man, I don't feel like fighting today. And you still gotta fucking go in there and fight. There's days where you go in and the referee goes, "Are you ready? Are you ready?"
Fuck no.
And you're like, all right. "Oh man, I'm not ready today." Like, and you just gotta go in and fight. You still gotta go in there and win.
It does probably make it a little easier when the other guy's trying to hurt you like that, you know?
Yeah. Which is why, too, like I said, like, the scary fights make you want to be sharp, you know? When you fight in guys that, you know, you feel like you could beat.
Yeah, that's sometimes the hardest fight.
Sometimes that's the hardest fight because you want to.
It's scary.
Yeah. I've had guys that were awkward, and you're just like, I can't figure this out. And, you know, you just kind of have to get through it. And it's just weird.
We've been fighting Henry, like, when we went out in Fresno, like, that guy was a spaz, and his walkout, you guys gotta go back and watch that fight. This guy's walkout is so stupid. He's on some crazy fucking dance. I gotta be careful with what I say.
You talk about his walkout a lot.
Yes.
I think that's all you could watch during the fight. His walkout was longer than the fight.
Yeah, it was. But going on to that though, he was a spaz, you know, like the shit that he did was like, if you fight someone who's not super technical and is, you know, you're better than, they can just throw one big crazy punch you not see it and you get caught. I was lucky I beat the shit out of him, but, you know, sometimes I was like super timid to fight this guy just because of that crazy style. Yeah,
I mean, there was a split decision fight that I had against this guy that just sucked. I think his name, I can't remember his name. It's something weird. Brazilian dude. He's like a judo black belt, Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt, and he just swings like this, just wide, head down, just like swinging. And like I was just like what do I do? You know what I mean? Like Joey's calling out punches like, hey, you need to do this, blah 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 blah. I'm like, cool. Take him down. I take him down, and he's laying on his back, and he gets on his hand and he kicks my leg. Wow! And I remember that one kick, and I was like, oh, my leg's done. One kick, bro. Not like hard, not like, it wasn't like anything crazy. Just one solid kick and my leg was done. And that's all I was thinking about the whole rest of the fight was like, don't let him kick your leg. Don't let him kick your leg. One more kick, and it's like, I'm on the floor. Like, and the guy sucked. And I was like, I beat him, thankfully. Took him down, beat him up, kneed him in the face, beat him on strikes in the third round. But man, that first kick in the first round, maybe like 30 seconds left, he's laying on his back. I kick him, or he kicks me, and I literally just turn around and I go like this, like, come on, get back up, dude. Like, I'm not going to sit here and let you kick my leg like that. But that one kick changed the whole trajectory of the fight, like, and my whole mindset of the fight. So, you know, even the shitty guys are tough.
Yeah. Sometimes scarier. Before we go on to our picks, have you got any fatherly advice for this guy? He's become a father now.
Yep.
Fatherly advice. I think for me, advice would be there's going to be times where you're gone, like you have to leave, you have to go do your work, you have to travel. But when you are with your kid or kids, if you have any more in the future, you have to be in that present moment, not thinking about you're leaving on a trip the next day. Right? Like, so be that preparation, those moments. I think that's like one of the most important parts that I've learned is when you're with your kids, it's 100% with your kids. And that way you're able to enjoy that time with them. And then when you go on the trip, it doesn't feel like you're missing them as much. Because you are going to miss them.
Yeah.
And, you know, I had to be on the Ultimate Fighter and leave for
a month, right?
Like 5-6 weeks. So, and it feels like when you leave and then you come back in 6 weeks, it's like what I missed like their whole life. It feels like, but yeah, now it's like, okay, you appreciate the moments that you are able to spend with them. So when I'm home from the gym, it's like, okay, I'm gonna be home from the gym and I'm here with them. That way I get all that time. You know, it feels like you're making up time.
Yeah.
Instead of wasting it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Great advice.
I don't need any of that.
No.
Anytime soon.
Yeah, don't have kids.
I don't know.
Kids are great. Kids are don't have kids.
The best kid to have is someone else's. I'm just hanging out with this guy's kid.
Yeah, it's Uncle Isaac now.
There you go. All right, let's go on to this.
We're getting into our picks. UFC 328 coming up. Isaac and BOPO got a lot wrong today, but that's okay. So let's start down here with Jeremy Stephens and
King Green.
I'm going Stephens.
Yeah, we can see that.
I think the heathen.
People can read.
They could be like you. Can you read? You can't read.
I guess the letters.
Why Green, BOPO?
Why Green? I think he's faster. I think he's got more speed. He's gonna get Stephens very frustrated. Stephens is just kind of like a brawler. He likes to stay inside the pocket. Green is not like that at all. He's got a fast jab. He's very awkward. Knows how to use his kicks at distance. Knows how to use his strikes at distance. I think Green by decision, unanimous.
I think Green's gonna showboat and get knocked out again. That's my call. I don't think he learned his lesson.
He learned his lesson.
You think so?
Yeah, bro.
All right.
Yeah, that's my call.
We all think Brady.
Yeah, Brady's gonna
Who's he fighting again?
Buckley.
I think he's gonna take him down and submit him.
Yeah, I think he's better everywhere. Personally,
that was my first guess.
Buckley's very strong, very explosive. Has a puncher's chance for sure.
He's got a lot of grit too. If he does win, I think it's gonna be in the later round. I don't think it's just gonna be early.
But Brady for sure is our picks.
Volkov versus
Waldo Costa.
Yeah, why you guys got Volkov?
I think it's because what's his name? Asplund. He hates Acosta. That's why I went for Volkov. But
that's why you did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my
Who
boy,
is it?
man.
Stephen Asplund?
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Stephen Asplund. He's a heavyweight in the UFC.
Okay. I got Acosta though.
Yeah.
I think he's got better boxing. I think he's faster, and his takedown defense has improved a lot since his fight. And I don't know. I think Volkov's got better ground game, but I think Volkov has that ego, and he goes into his fights where he's like, yeah, I can stand and bang and knock these guys out, which is most heavyweights it looks like.
Yeah.
We'll see about that.
I think Acosta is pretty good. I think
Volkov has reach, and like you said, he's better on the ground.
I think when Volkov throws a jab, he's gonna catch him with the left hook overhand over the top and drop him.
Acosta has knockout power. He's knocked out most of his guys.
100%.
But it's not like Volkov hasn't seen guys like, he's fought Derek Lewis, who he was beating until 4 minutes and 50 seconds into the third round, the final round. Got
Acosta
knocked out.
beat Derek Lewis though, no?
Yeah.
Yes.
In the first round.
First round knockout,
Just made him look silly.
Yeah. Bad night for Derek Lewis.
Van versus Tyra, two really, really, really good strikers. I just feel like Tyra has more, like, variety of striking than Van would.
I think Tatsuro Taira is a very complete fighter compared to Van. I don't think Van has fought the level of competition, and if he hasn't beat him the way that Tyra has.
No.
Yeah, it was unfortunate we didn't get to see Van, against Pantoja. I don't think it would have gone Van's direction, but we didn't even get to see it.
Van's what, like a blue or purple belt in the UFC?
I have no
I
idea.
don't know, belts don't matter. All they do is hold you.
Crazy. Yeah. But I'll tell you which belt he does have is the championship belt.
That's
the
right.
only one
That's
that
the only
matters.
one that
I
matters.
think that is the only one that matters.
I mean,
But
Van is good, dude. He's
Van's great. I'm a big fan of Van. He has really good hands.
yeah, he's got really good hands.
The pressure is
knockout power.
insane. His forward pressure is
Yeah.
next level.
He's got great knockout power
He has
at
a really good
125
chin.
pounds. He's a really good
He's
chin.
really
You
good at
love
getting
that.
hit.
I don't know. I see Van overwhelming Tyra.
I don't.
But
I don't. I
Okay,
think
we're
that-
going on
I
the
think-
main.
I think
Tyra is good.
I think Tyra is really good. I think Tyra is going to hold the belt, and then it's going to be
Pantoja.
Pantoja and Tyra.
Pantoja and Tyra, and then I think Tyra wins, and it's going to be Horiguchi.
You think Tyra beats Pantoja?
I think Tyra
That's
beats Pantoja,
interesting.
and I think Horiguchi beats Tyra, and then Horiguchi holds the belt.
So
until
you
I
think
get
by
it.
the end of this
Yeah.
year, the belt is going to exchange hands a few times?
I think Tyra is going to beat Pantoja,
So that's one.
and then Horiguchi is going to beat Tyra,
And then you're
and
going to
then
beat
I'm going to
Horiguchi.
beat Horiguchi for the belt.
Well, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
On In the Corner
We
with
believe
Cody and Isaac.
Isaac and Cody. Moving on the main, you're stupid for thinking Strickland is going to beat Cumshot. There's no way. Cumshot's going to take him down, hold him down for as long as he wants, and just beat the shit out of Strickland. He might even oil check Strickland.
How do you think Strickland wins this fight?
I think Strickland is a lot harder to wrestle than people think.
Is it because Fluffy he's struggled to take him down?
Yeah, and I also, Khamzat has consistently had a conditioning issue. That Gilbert Burns fight was really
Till
close.
the last one.
He's
Huh?
also going up a weight since he fought Gilbert.
Yeah.
Gilbert Burns fight, the Usman fight, right? It was also at
Till he
170, I
wrestle
think.
fuck DDP.
Yeah, I mean, but DDP's terrible on the ground.
So Strickland.
Strickland is not terrible on the ground.
He's just good at getting up.
Strickland is pretty good at grappling. We
You
had
think he's better than DDP?
we had some. Oh yeah, way better. We had some guys, Ryan Loder and Elliot Kelly, go out and rolled around with Strickland. He's very good, very good, very strong, deceptively strong. I don't think it's going to be easy for Khamzat to grapple him, but I could be wrong.
I don't know. I feel like Khamzat has better. I think he's just better. I think he's just bigger. He's stronger. He's got way better wrestling.
I don't think he's bigger.
I think he's one of the best wrestlers. in
Strickland
the
walks around at
UFC.
like 240 pounds.
Like
I'm
not
with you.
not just like. I think he is one of the better wrestlers in the UFC. Like
I would like to see Khamzat wrestle Bo Nickel at RAF.
that would be a fun. They would definitely fight at the end for sure too.
Probably.
I hope so.
I would love that.
Yeah. But I do think Khamzat is really, really good.
I agree. And when I was thinking about this today, my first instinct was to take Khamzat.
I think Khamzat by decision.
But Strickland is really tough. I mean, his only loss in the last 5-6 years has been to Pereira.
Tough only gets you so far.
I mean, he got the belt.
Yeah, tough only gets you so far.
I mean, the belt's pretty good.
He got the belt, and then he lost it.
Kamzat also had the belt. Has the belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DDP, I mean, but DDP put it on Strickland.
He did.
The last fight especially.
And so here's my DDP is obviously better than Kamzat when they're standing up.
Until he's on the ground.
Yeah, and I don't think Kamzat.
Like they stood up for maybe like a minute and a half.
Another thing is
the whole fight.
Kamzat got tired in that fight.
Well, yeah, he was beating the shit out of him for 5 rounds.
DDP reversed him, got on top, and DDP is terrible on the ground.
We'll see.
We're gonna see.
We'll see.
We're gonna
We'll
see.
I do think he's gonna gas out, but
Does the gas out? Is it enough for Strickland to win? Because Strickland's not gonna gas out,
no, I don't think it's enough.
and that's the big question.
I don't think it's enough because as soon as Strickland broke his nose in the DDP fight, it was like you could tell he gave up. Like he was hurting, like it was over, like it was overwhelming. That's just from the outside looking in. I know getting your nose broken fucking hurts, but you know it fucking hurts.
He had staff at that fight.
Huh?
He had staff. We were in Australia for that one.
Oh yeah.
He had staff, and it was.
Yeah, but you said we just talked
No,
about
I know.
You gotta
I
be
was
able to
thinking that.
overcome it.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I was just thinking
nobody
about
cares.
how
You
he
still
told-
gonna win the fight.
He told everyone because it was showing, and they're like, "You have staff?" He's like, "No, it's a burn." And we were like, "No, it's definitely staff, dude. We can see the pus pockets."
It's a pussy burn.
Yeah.
Strickland, round
Yeah.
4,
No.
overwhelms him.
We'll see about that. If you guys want to make some money, go and vote on all my ones. Don't worry about those guys.
Isaac literally has the worst record. BOPO's 0-0. So
Well,
I'm just saying.
thank you for coming on with
Yeah,
us.
of course,
we really
bro.
appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Yep.
Yeah, guys, if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We need to build that up. Like, comment, share, all that stuff. Yeah, that's it.
And be
Thank you,
tuning
guys.
in. BOPO's gonna fight maybe in the next 4 or 5 months
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
on his way to the belt. After
Maybe he'll go up and fight Jacoby Smith. Who knows? Thank you guys.